Good. What do you guys think of your songs?
Very cool.
Indeed.
Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Yeah, and because like I've got making all the different bands that you come across and stuff like that, it's easy enough to make sure that there's at least one of each of your ancestries so that you can learn additional songs, but it'll probably be like more than just one opportunity to do that. And then folk songs you can learn from everyone.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so we are live. We're just waiting on one more. And then we'll get started. We've got a interesting, fun starting session for you guys. At least I think so.
I'm excited to hear everybody's voices. I think that's the thing I'm the most excited for. Because we're a group of short kings, right? Or
basically, yeah.
And one queen.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
We got to decide on like actual heights too, so we know who's the tallest of the shortest and who's the shortest of the shortest.
Oh God.
Right.
We also need a band name. Like
Yeah.
We do.
Usually I always find it a bit funny when I had DMs that like insisted that the group of adventurers needs like a moniker. I was like, I don't care, but we're literally a band. Bands have names.
Yeah, it's true.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's true. I forget what. The only time I asked a party to do that, they came out with something like Team Kick-Ass. And I was like, all right, Team Kick-Ass.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, if we can't think of something right now, we can put a placeholder like Cressida's Caravan or whatever her name is.
What about...
I think it'll come organically as well. Like, you've got some time before you reach signups, so...
We shall be Gino Beat and the Funky Bunch.
I mean, Gino Beat is already kind of like a jazzy name.
Are you gonna sing, Gino?
Oh, probably not. If I do, it's going to be terrible. Like, either way, even if I try.
I'm so surprised.
I have every intention of singing at some point in this campaign.
I'm so surprised you went with jazz band. I felt like with like crickets, it should have been country music, but.
I'm just imagining Gino getting mad at the fact you called him a cricket.
well, I didn't, because the campaign hasn't started yet. So I can still talk mad shit, you know?
Right.
For now.
Get all the crickets and knife ears out before things get serious.
Brought out the K word, damn.
That's me, already throwing around the slurs. I should have looked that up. Is there a race that halflings don't like?
All of them.
I think halflings typically like everybody.
They hate all other races. They're halfling supremacists, actually.
Can you imagine little Nazi halfling? Don't worry, it's not happening.
Oh,
look at that.
Just saw Flash come online. Hopefully that's a good sign.
Enjoy.
Oh! What was that? Somebody just give me money?
I did.
TWA.
Yeah, that auto renew keeps getting me, man.
Oh, but it just I guess I need to update my sub sound again, because it used to be something different. I don't know what the hell that was. It was just like the default basic bitch Twitch sound. Flash is here. Play, customize groove. Okay.
Beer time.
Beer time. What are you drinking
Still-
today?
Oh, I don't have any beer.
But still the same because I still have the same crate because I had COVID the whole week, so I didn't drink any alcohol.
That's
so
fair.
I got it last weekend. It's still basically full.
Nice.
Hey, yeah. But
I've got energy drinks to keep me going tonight since I had to work earlier today.
mm,
I spent my booze money on hats.
where's your hat?
Oh, I have a friend who makes knitted hats. I've got 3 of them here, and like this purple one is my favorite, but it's too hot for hats right now. But
Yeah.
I ordered like 5 more. One of them being like the Jughead Jones hat. I was like, make it whatever style you want, but like I just want it to be like the crown frill and like nice and baggy so it fits over my hair, and then I can wear it to Ren fairs. And he's also making like a mushroom hat for me that's also like a knitted hat that I can wear to Ren fairs, and then just a couple of different colored ones so I can accessorize when I wear different outfits.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sorry, while Flash is sorting his camera stuff out, I am doing my Neopets dailies.
Nice.
I need my free money. I have been so excited waiting for this campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Session 0, I think probably one of the most fun Session Zeros I've had in a while with this concept.
It's definitely going to be interesting.
We have some cool mechanics. Or cool additions. Hey, there he is.
WTF.
WTF indeed.
It doesn't like my direct input for my Elgato face cam. It wants to, but it's fine on the Elgato virtual camera. So it works. And that's all that matters.
That's strange. Adam's back. Perfect. Let me get my Governor McGill collectible charm. Wunderbar. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the first session of Oops All Bards, Rhymes of the Frostmaiden. For everyone watching at home, this is going to be kooky, and if you've ever run this module, it's not going to be that. Instead, we are going to be starting with a little side story, and, you know, if the characters decide to delve into the main campaign, they certainly can, but our setting does start north of the spine of the world and west of the towering Ragged Glacier, where you find a frigid expanse that few dare to explore, let alone inhabit. This icy land of windswept tundra recently became locked in a perpetual dark winter without reprieve. Auril, the Frostmaiden, the divine embodiment of winter's fury, has withdrawn to this cold corner of the world to live among mortals. Further, she has cast a terrible spell over Icewind Dale, to the detriment of most of its denizens. Each night, before midnight, Auril takes to the sky of the on the back of a white rock and sings her spell, which manifests as a shimmering curtain of light, a beautiful aurora that illuminates the night sky and fades before dawn. This powerful magic prevents the next day's sun from rising above the horizon, turning midday into twilight and trapping Icewind Dale in winter's dark embrace. With no sunlight or warmth to melt the snow and ice, each casting of the spell leaves the Frostmaiden weakened, with just enough divine power left to barricade the mountain pass with blizzards and churn the sea of moving ice with blistering winds. Such measures discourage travelers from approaching or leaving Icewind Dale, further isolating the region. Icewind Dale has thus been trapped in a different reality from the rest of the world, for though the sun never rises over the dale, it continues to rise everywhere else. The people of Icewind Dale know Auril's wrath when they feel it, and they have a name for the unending winter she has inflicted on them. They call it the Everlasting Rime. No one understands why the Frostmaiden has imposed her will in this way, or why the other gods refuse to challenge her. This prolonged winter, which has gone on for more than 2 years, threatens to doom not just the flickering lights of civilization known as 10 Towns, but also the indigenous flora and fauna that need sunlight and the change of seasons to survive. Despite Auril's blizzards and other deterrents, visitors still come and go, more so since the announcement of the 10 Towns Talent Tournament. Hold on. Activate. Can everybody see that? You've seen it before. Performers are
I can
coming.
see.
Performers are coming from far and wide to participate for a chance at riches, fame, and glory. Performers that include you, the talented musicians of the old Crone Cress's traveling talent caravan. Sorry, it's a lot to say. Blech. The journey up the snowy peaks of the spine of the world have been incredibly treacherous, made bearable only by the magics that protect the caravan. Up until now, you've braved blizzards and windstorms, but on the last leg of your journey, you appear to have attracted unwanted attention in the form of large white wolves. We begin our journey on... We begin our journey on a long and winding mountain road to 10 Towns, moving swiftly to escape an untimely demise. As your den mother Cressida urges her spectral cats forward, it's up to you to keep the wolves from overtaking the caravan. Where is my map? Here. Everyone, join me on the combat tab, which is the little cross swords in the top right tabs there. And I'll get you to roll your initiative. The cats don't need to be here. They will go on Cressida's turn. But I do need to roll for her. There we go. We'll roll our NPCs here. Here is the current situation. You have just got onto this winding path that leads up to the top and to what you know from a crude map that you received as the road to 10 Towns. Cressida has used 2 of her spectral familiars, Harmony and Melody, to move this carriage. And right now, she is at the head with Alejandro steering the carriage. The rest of you are inside and have just clocked these wolves that have started to howl and chase after your caravan. at the top of the order, these small wolves are not moving unless they're moving with the winter wolves. So they are going to skip for now. And we're going to go right to Solfege.
Solfege.
Solfege. Solfege, why don't you start by... please describe your character for us.
Solfege is a goblin, a bard, obviously, of the Glamour, the College of Glamour bard. He's a classically trained entertainer who attended Julie's art school for the strange and unusual. He's with Cressida's caravan because, she was passing through the school and he saw an opportunity to see more of the world and get some more experience. So he's decided to join her for this little journey.
Mm-hmm.
And it was going great until wolves happened.
So where were you, before joining Cress's caravan? Where did you meet up with her?
At the school.
At the school?
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I was training as an entertainer and singer, musician, all that fun stuff.
Okay. And what do you play in the band?
He does some vocals, but he also plays a mean violin.
Okay.
He dabbles in some saxophone and other stringed instruments from time to time, but...
Okay. And what is more important to you? Fame or wealth?
Fame.
Fame?
Fame, absolutely fame.
Okay. It is your turn. You can see... So how the caravan is kind of set up is you have, folding windows that, flap down so that you can see outside. One side actually folds out down into, kind of like a mini stage so that you can do performances on the go.
Okay.
There are no immediately, visible sleeping quarters inside the caravan. Instead, there is a door at the back of the caravan that, when Cressida opens it, opens into, a small cabin.
Okay.
Within the caravan itself, though, there are, your standard... it's almost like a mobile home. There's a little, kitchen set up. There's a place for everybody to sit down where you guys are kind of sitting in the back right now. And with the windows down, you can kind of, you heard the howls first, but now you can see these large wolves that are just bounding behind you.
Okay. Oh, they look creepy. Alrighty, let's see here. Well, I definitely don't want them getting to me, so let's see here. I think I'm gonna break out some magic, since I'm not really good at much else. So I am going to start this fight by the closest winter wolf of me. I'm gonna try and use a command spell on him.
Nice.
That command him to halt.
$14 wisdom save. That is a 7. You tell it to halt, and it stops in place.
All right, so yeah, for its next turn, then it does not move and takes no actions on its next turn.
Perfect. We'll put the little grappled symbol just there's a hand. Stop.
Perfect, and that will be me.
Wonderful. It was the next one in line, and as soon as you throw out that command spell, it just grinds to a halt and just kind of sits there on its haunches for a little bit as everyone else kind of runs past it. Up next in the initiative is Cressida, who looks behind and says, "Of all the worst luck we've been having, now we have to deal with wolves too? Oh, this better be worth it." She is right now in her regular elf form. She reaches back to grab her staff and kind of starts pointing, but as she does, she like slips and lets loose of the reins. She is going to... She's going to grab onto them, and rather than cast a spell, she's going to try and focus on riding and guiding the animals. She'll look at you, Alejandro, and say, I need you to get to the back and help the others. And we're going to roll an animal handling. She urges the cats forward. They're gonna go about 30 feet, but she doesn't slow down. And so, as the wagon wheels around, I need everybody to make a acrobatics or athletics to brace yourself or catch yourself as it swings around to make sure you're not getting like slammed into the wall of the caravan. Okay. 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 Do. I need to move this thing. Okay. Solfege and Poppy, while Gino and Dino grip onto like Gino and Dino, when you're catching yourselves, what are you doing specifically?
Whoa, hey, oh, and I like jump up onto Dino's shoulders.
Okay.
It's like taking a knife. Whoa, wait, walks up, catches him. Oh, hey, you guys got 4 arms. His arms like come to life.
You just like grip onto like the table or something like that, and then you grip onto your brother. The caravan whips around, and Solfege and Poppy, you are like slammed against the caravan. Both of you are knocked prone. Not invisible. Both of you are knocked prone, and you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage. 6 bludgeoning damage.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Dino. Oh, sorry, Alejandro, you're on the front. I'd imagine you, grab onto the reins, or how do you, like, keep yourself on the front there?
Well, I have animal handling as well, so I could be assisting with steering the wagon as needed. So that's probably why I'm on the front end.
Okay.
But in order to, I can, of course, make my way to the back as requested.
But just in this instance, because you made the save, like, what does Alejandro do to hang on? Because you're on the front of the wagon there with her.
I extend my claws and I grab hold of the wooden bench, and it keeps me stuck in place.
Beautiful. And Alejandro, it is your... Dino, it's your turn. Dino, go ahead and describe your character for us first.
Dino is a Thryken bard of eloquence. He's not dressed dapper, but like his instruments are really nice. He's got like a big yellow shell. One of his arms is smaller. He had a run-in with a bandit cleric who helped him heal his arm, and he helped him. On his quest for food with his brother, Gino.
Okay. And like, where were you with your brother before joining Cress's caravan? Where would they have found you?
Imagine we were just been like floating around like some tavern, some bar. They like stopped in. We saw him. We're like, hey man, Gino, you see that? Let's see, we can get some food over there. Get some grub.
You thought it was a food truck?
Yeah, there we go.
Cressida probably like offered you like the most meager of food to join the band.
Hey, food. Hey, yeah. I play, and then I bust out the shitty accordion.
Also like my little bass guitar.
Oh my god. Dino, what do you play in the band?
I'd say since he's got 4 arms, he kind of just floats around whatever needs to be. Like, he has a bass. He has a lute. Like, he can play whatever. Like,
Okay. And
I think Dino plays drums.
okay.
Is that what you decided on?
No, you can play whatever you want. Like what you decide to play in the band is kind of up to you within the band.
Yeah, so like you have a big. It's like he has 3 different instruments.
Okay. And what is more important to you, fame or wealth?
Could food be classified as wealth? You can buy food with wealth, so you'd say wealth.
Yeah, you can buy food with gold.
For his colony.
Okay. I like it. And what is Dino doing in this moment? You can see the wolves as well out the windows. But you've now like rounded the corner. You've gripped on and kept yourself safe. Your brother is on your shoulders. And you see these wolves. You see one that has just like stopped in place, but the others are like running and about to like come around the corner as well. What are you doing?
Me, right? Dino?
What?
I'm holding Gino on with my 2 arms, and I'm gonna pull out like my little bass. I'm gonna start playing a song, a ballad, the Ballad of the Brood.
Ooh, Ballad of the Brood. Let's go. Is it not going to show?
These
it?
wolves got a attitude, they're trying to be rude. He just keeps singing.
So Dino starts singing, and Ballad of the Brood. I don't know why it's not showing it in the chat.
I don't know why either.
There.
It's basically just pack tactics.
Yeah. So
for everybody around.
When he plays the song, all allies within 30 feet gain pack tactics for 1 minute.
Oh, cool.
Stick together through this weather. I'm playing. I'm like, come on, Gino, pick up the pace. No, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Alejandro, you're on the front of the wagon there. Go ahead and describe your character for us, please.
Alejandro is a small tabaxi. Looks much like a tabby house cat with green eyes. He's got white fur around his muzzle, which he has groomed into what looks like a mustache and a goatee. He favors a rapier. He is a bard of the College of Swords. He specializes in fancy fighting and dancing, as opposed to, although he does play the lute, and does play the lute fairly well. He hails from the lands. He grew up on the streets of Kalimport and the land of Kalimshan, and has traveled northward on his quest for riches. But his secret reason for questing for riches is that he is trying to send money back home to the orphanage that he was raised in, though he does not offer that information freely except to friends.
Okay. And
so he has traveled northward, through Baldur's Gate, towards past Candlekeep, past Candlekeep, through Baldur's Gate towards Waterdeep, and I would assume he joined the caravan somewhere there in between Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep.
Yeah,
is where he met Cressida.
Excellent. And what do you play in the band?
Primarily the lute, although he will do solo dance performances from time to time.
And you did say that you were looking for riches, but like, what is more important to you, fame or wealth?
To be honest, he probably secretly wants fame more than wealth.
Okay.
I would say that would be true.
Beautiful. And what are you? So you're on the front of the wagon, or the caravan. Cressida is kind of having a hard time with the reins, but has also asked you to go back to help the others. What do you do?
I look to her. Well, one of the things that I want to make sure that I've done is everybody gets their 2d6 temporary hit points from my Hearth Fire Mantle for the day.
Okay.
I would have done that at some point during the day, to start the day probably, or try to do it roughly at the same time every day. So
yeah, roll 2d6. Everybody gets 8 temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that took damage, you can adjust as needed.
Okay. Cool.
And I will look to Cressida as I'm holding on to the wagon for dear life as it made that screeching turn there on the roadway. Are you sure you can handle these beasts?
She's like, I've had them forever. It's just a little scary. We haven't been in a situation like this. I don't want those wolves to destroy them because I can't bring them back for like a day. So
very well.
Protect the cats.
And so I will hop up on the bench, and I mean I'm a 3.5 foot tall tabaxi, every bit the halfling sized character. And so I will scamper up over the top of the caravan and draw my hand crossbow as I go, holding on with the other hand, with my left paw, if you will, as I make my way towards the back of the caravan and look for something to shoot at.
Yeah, looking over, because you can see over the ridge, so you still see that wolf that is like completely stopped in place, and the others that are kind of like close behind it. And being right next to Cressida, you will have advantage because you have pack tactics.
Oh. I will shoot at one of the wolves or one of the creatures that is not stopped. So is the closest one the one that's stopped?
Yes.
I shall shoot at the uppity wolf.
Oh wait, sorry. You wouldn't get advantage because nobody is within range of the creatures.
That's fine. Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah, one of your allies has to be within 5 feet of it.
And an 18?
18 is a hit. That's on the uppity wolf?
Yes, uppity wolf.
It's 8 damage?
Up. And I shall... Ha-ha!
Yeah.
Got you.
You fire your...
Stinky, mangy dog.
You fire a bolt, and it, with precise accuracy, hit it, right in the shoulder, and watch as it kind of, lunges forward and kind of smacks into this remote winter wolf, as it slows down a little bit.
Is Bardic Inspiration? It's a bonus action. I will give Bardic Inspiration to Cressida, in hopes that she will use that, if she needs to, with help controlling the animals.
She's like, hey, good looking out, kid.
And I will, tip my hat as I prepare to reload my hand crossbow. Wonderful. And that'll be it for my turn. Do I need to pass that?
Inspiration die right now is a d6. Beautiful.
In turn.
Crass Wolf. This one is seeing its comrades being hurt here. So it is going to move forward, while trying to keep pace with this other winter wolf here. So it's going to move 40 feet but it's not going to use an action to dash here. Poppy. Why don't you go ahead and describe your character for us, Poppy?
Yeah, Poppy is a very, very old halfling woman, old as dirt. She's obviously pretty small because she's a halfling, and also because she bends over, walks like a granny. Um, she's a fairly simple person. There's not much faff on her. She doesn't have fancy clothes or anything, and she is coming from the Heartlands. And she had a long, fulfilled life. She has like 100 children and grandchildren and grandchildren. And after the passing of her husband, she got bored and she found some hobbies and started traveling. And she quickly realized that her husband is not quite gone just yet. And I would say she probably met Cressida in a town somewhere in the Heartlands. She does play instruments, the air type where you need to make a lot of noise. So she has a bagpipes and a trumpet. um, but even more than that, she likes to read fairy tales and stories, like to children on the marketplace, and that is probably where she was picked up. Yeah.
Excellent. And so would you be playing the bagpipes in the band?
Probably more the horn, the trumpet. We'll see how that fits in.
Yeah. And what is more important to you, fame or wealth?
Well, I think she's at that point in life where she doesn't really care anymore what people think about her. It's nice to be comfortable in life, so she doesn't need to be rich, but money is more important. Having a nice bed, good food, especially when you're plagued by arthritis. So money is good.
Okay. You are feeling a little bit rocked. Thankfully, you felt a lot more. You felt a lot. What's the word for it? Steelier than you normally do. Thanks to Alejandro and that kind of heat that comes from his cape. But you are starting to kind of feel that chill after you got slammed into the wall there, and like the wind is kind of whipping into the windows of the caravan. You have been knocked prone. One thing to note that I don't know if we had in the homebrew rules is that standing up is 10 feet, rather than half of your movement. Even though we're on a caravan, you're not going to be moving very far. It's still something to make note of now. What is Poppy doing here?
Yeah, she's gonna be fussing around, cursing. Oh my god, I'm too old for this! And Marvin, help me out here! And she tries to kind of get her footing back and get back on her feet. And she will then whip out her horn with total disregard if she will start an avalanche in the area. And she starts blasting into that horn. And she will use her shanty, her traveler's shanty. That will give us advantage on acrobatics and athletics checks when we are on a moving vessel, which we are, so that she doesn't fall over again. And after that, she kind of weirdly she stomps at something on the ground. It almost seems like she's kicking her own shadow in the ass, and says, "Come on now, I don't have all day." And she will use as a bonus action her Tales from Beyond.
Oh.
So we'll roll that. Boop.
Tales from Beyond. I don't know why it's not showing the text when you guys do that. I will have to figure that out.
It also didn't roll anything, so I think it's a D20 for Tales from Beyond.
You reach reach out to spirits who tell their tales. While you're holding your spiritual focus, you can use a bonus action to expend one of your bardic inspirations and roll on the spirits table using your bardic inspiration die. So you would roll a d6.
No, I think I expend the bardic inspiration die, but I roll on the table.
Oh, yes.
But
So you roll a d12.
D12. Okay, let's do that then.
If I can figure out a way to automate it for you, I will.
Two. All right, so I have that in my head now as I recall the story, and that's my turn.
Yeah, that's the tale of the renowned duelist. I'll drop that in the chat. Yeah, I'll set up like a D12 table or something that we can put as a macro on your macro bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be lovely.
Hold on, I'm gonna make a separate notepad for homework for me for next week. Homework for next week. A Tales table for Poppy. Okay. Wonderful. You make a melee spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 2 rolls of your bardic inspiration die plus your charisma mod. Jesus. You can choose one action to choose a creature you can see within 30 feet to be the target of this. Okay, cool. That's so cool. I like that. And you retain it until you finish a long rest, shorter long rest, or you use it. Beautiful. Okay. Anything else for you, Poppy?
No, that's me.
All right, go ahead and pass your turn.
Oh, pardon me.
Not a problem at all.
How do I do that?
On
you enter.
Yeah, there you go. Gino, go ahead and describe your character for us here.
Dino is like a 2.5 foot tall bug. He's wearing these strange clothes, and he has all of these instruments and like hand crossbows hanging off of him. He has this little knapsack. It seems like more of his stuff is like on him than in the bag. And he's currently playing 4 instruments. In his first hands, he has like a little accordion. Underneath that, his other 2 hands are holding like a triangle. And then he has like a harmonica attached to his mouth, and then like a little drum thing on his back that he could play when he kicks his leg. And yeah, he plays a bit of everything.
Little one-man band. What were you doing before joining Cress's caravan? I think you were both together, right?
Yeah, me and Dino, we were just exploring around. We don't really know the names of any of the places that we were. The people that we were around might have not been the most on the up and up. We just go where there's food.
Yeah.
We play music for food. We need food.
Cress bribed you with food.
Yes. That's it. We just need food.
So you play a little bit of everything, even in the band. Like, do you take a particular instrument as lead, or you just play whatever the fuck you want?
Whatever you need, I play. You give me food.
Okay. And
Starts playing all the instruments at once.
what is more important to Gino, fame or wealth?
Food.
Food. Yeah.
Food. Yeah.
Gino, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Whoa, hey, we sing Song of Our Brood, and yeah, I'll do that. And I start singing along, but it's nowhere near as good as Dino. And I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at Remote Winterwolf.
Hey, okay.
You know what? I'll try to give us a little more time to deal with things. I'll do it at Compulsive.
At compulsive?
Yeah, 11 doesn't sound right, though. Oh, that's why. My mistake. It was set to intelligence. There you go.
15? Beautiful.
Yes.
Compulsive. Makes the save with a 19.
Let me read something. I think that I can't do it to saves. Yeah, I can't do it to saves. Can I silvery Bards him?
I think you should be in range.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Silvery Bobs. That's a 12.
Wonderful. So he takes that much psychic damage and has to run away from me 30 feet.
Has to run away from you 30 feet?
Yeah, hold on, I'll read you the actual passage. And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Oh, that's more than 30 feet.
Oh, shit.
That's 50 feet.
Nice. Wait, no, come back. I'll be better. And then I'll give the advantage from Silver Barbs to Soulphage.
Okay.
Is that how you say it? Soulphage?
Solfege.
Soulphage. Soulphage, I got you.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's, I mean, so you've sent the compulsive wolf so much farther back. It kind of like, you watch as like, you use dissonant whispers, and as it affects it, you watch as like one of the blood vessels in its eyes pop, and it just like gets like this red like mark on the inner part of its eye, and it turns and runs away, then turns and like shakes its head and starts to run back, and that's basically its whole turn because it's gonna just run back 50 feet. The stifling wolf is going to move up, but again, not get too far from the white wolves. The uppity wolf is hurt, so it is actually going to move behind the white wolf, trying to gain some cover. Solfege, at the top of the order, you're a little bit hurt, and you are right now on the ground.
Okay. Solfege, first of all, is gonna stand up.
Yep.
And then, let's see, we're still being pursued a bit.
That's hot
So
pursuit.
Solfege is gonna, well, he's gonna give some words of wisdom. Well, they say that music soothes the savage beast, so sleep now, sweet canines. As I cast the sleep spell.
Sleep spell. The old Cosby special.
So 19 hit points worth, starting with whatever's at the lowest.
That's a good question. I think it's gonna be the fucking one that got hurt.
Yeah, because it goes in ascending order of their current hit points. So
yeah, so 19. So, where is sleep? I know it's a condition here. Sleep. Oh no, that's unconscious. Is there not a sleep? Petrified, incapacitated, poisoned, prone. I guess we're gonna use unconscious. Okay, so that is 16. The next would be here. So that brings it down to 5. That's it. You get 2 wolves.
hey, works for me.
Yeah.
As long as I even got one, I was happy with one.
Yep.
And then I'm going to give a bardic inspiration die to Alejandro,
Nice.
since he's making some actual attack rolls.
Beautiful. And Alejandro,
And
sorry,
that-
you're in the caravan now, right? Yes. Okay. Remote Winter Wolf can move again. So it is going to move. It has to go around. It's a bit of a leap if it has to jump up here. It's gonna go this way. And then gets like right up next to the caravan. And like shoves its head into the window hole as it goes for a bite on Gino.
Whoa, hey, whoa. That
17,
hits?
I believe, is a
Yes,
hit.
sir.
Yeah.
And I'm going to act. No, I can't do that. I use my reaction on my turn.
So it is 10 damage, piercing damage, and I need you to roll a strength saving throw. The DC is 14, otherwise you are knocked prone.
You say strength saving?
Strength saving throw.
Yes, sir.
As it bites down on your bode.
It's got my leg. My leg.
And you are knocked prone. And that is the remote wolf's or
Can I
remote
use?
winter wolf.
Can you,
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, can I use Silvery Barbs as a reaction?
On the attack? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm holding them. I'm gonna start shaking them around.
Let's roll another attack.
Sorry, I was just rereading it like over.
No worries at all. Still makes it.
Okay. Like wiggling and stuff.
That is the remote winter wolf's turn. Cress is going to roll her animal handling check. She's going to roll it with advantage. Now that she has a little bit more stability there, and she also gets a bardic inspiration, which she is going to use. So it's a 12 instead of a 10. So she keeps it steady, manages to goad them on. They move 40 feet, and start to take the turn here. A little bit janky with the squares, but it's fine. You know you're inside the caravan. Alright. Dino. You guys are moving fast, but it seems like these wolves are just a little bit faster than the cats.
I'm like holding Dino up still. Imagine he's like prone, but I'm still holding him. I'm like, Dino, you gotta get up, man. Or Dino,
Whoa,
get up.
whoa, hey, you got my leg.
I'm like shaking him, and I'm gonna start yelling at the wolf like, "Hey,
No,
don't be."
he's
He's got
has
your
my
leg?
over there. He literally took my leg.
Get back, Gino's leg! I'm gonna vicious mockery at the wolf.
Vicious mockery at the wolf.
I'm yelling at him. Yeah.
Wisdom save. What do you say to this wolf?
You better drop Gino's leg. I don't want to be biting on your leg.
It as you do that, it makes the save. It like bites down harder on this little leg bit and like tosses it into the air and swallows it as it catches it back in its mouth.
Jeez, Dino. Gino, say my name.
It's okay.
We're going to get you a new leg. Oh, yep. It'll go back. And that'll be my turn.
Alejandro.
See, senor.
Um,
I shall reload the crossbow And fire again. This time at the remote winter wolf. $22.
Definitely hits.
Oh, it is unfortunate. And I believe that is all I will be doing. I'm not loaded with bonus actions like Vel was. Dude had more bonus actions than he knew what to do with. All right, passing it to Crass Wolf.
Crass Wolf. Is sleeping. What is it? Something needs to wake it up with the sleep spell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's its turn. It's sleeping. Poppy.
Oh my. Yeah, Poppy is looking at these two critters next to her, absolute befuddled, and then she turns to the wolf that is chasing us, and she says, "Do I have to do everything myself here?" And she will cast on the wolf Cloud of Daggers, so it will take damage when it starts its turn. The remote winter wolf.
Ooh.
And if somebody else is dumb enough to run through there too, they will also take damage, but I'm not hoping for that.
Yep. When you cast a spell, it should give you the option of dropping a template, so you can place exactly where you want it.
Too much stuff. Yeah, I'll put it. Oops. Did I do it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the size of it is also
Yeah.
the size of the wolf.
Yeah, I wanted to put it like right in the middle of the road, so maybe.
I can move it. Like, you want it like right there?
But no, it has to hit the wolf, so it's just 5 feet, right? It's just 5 times 5. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. Nice in the road. Okay, and that's my turn.
Perfect. Gino. your tiny insect leg kind of like slowly regrows back.
Hey, we're back. Show must go on. Break a leg. And I'm gonna join in with Dino. Yeah, you stupid wolf. Give me my leg back. And do a vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery. Wisdom save. It fails.
Whoa, hey, yeah. Your ears are bleeding.
For 1
Awesome.
damage.
For 1 point of psychic damage. That's me.
Beautiful. Compulsive winter wolf. Gets up next to its brother. Privately rolling dice over here. You dare hide things from me?
Oh, I'm just trying not to keep it. I'm trying to keep it off of the for everybody cluttering up everybody else's feet. I'm rolling my charm of prescience
Oh yeah, no,
rolls
no worries at all.
since it says to roll it 3 times and keep track of it. So that's what I was doing.
Yeah, no worries at all.
I thought it was him private rolling. I was like, oh no.
What's he doing? What aren't I doing, Kirby? It's going to keep in line with the Winter Wolf, so it's going to stop there. Stifling Wolf is going to move in step behind them. Uppity Wolf is asleep. Soulfedge.
Alrighty. Solfege. What is Solfege gonna do this turn? These wolves just want to keep coming. Let's see. What toys do I got here? You know what? I'm just gonna keep up with flinging some attitude like my two little bug friends here. And I am gonna...
Whole lot of mockery going on.
Right. You call yourself a canine? I've seen chihuahuas more vicious than you.
I like this one.
At the compulsive winter wolf.
Yeah. Wisdom save. It fails.
Yeah, and actually, while I'm doing this, I'm also going to use my Fury of the Small to add a little bit of extra damage on there.
Nice.
So, let's see. So it's normally that, but Fury of the Small, I get 2 extra damage. So it'll take 6 total.
Perfect. Brian, when I was making the song for your character, I didn't know what I was gonna do with Goblin, and then when I did what I did, I am so horribly terrified of what you're gonna do with that.
It's gonna come in handy.
I just looked at it on your character sheet again, and I was like, "What was I thinking?"
I mean, it's gonna be situational, but it's definitely gonna come in handy if I use it on the right enemy.
You're welcome to disclose if you want, but that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I'll just link it in the chat so people can. Oh yeah, it doesn't do the description right now for whatever reason.
It's not showing the description right now. I don't know why.
My racial song is Hymn of the Goblin King. As an action, when I play the song, target creature becomes affected by the Barbarian Rage feature. If the target is unwilling, it must make a Wisdom save or be affected by the Rage feature. To drop the Rage, the unwilling target must succeed on the Wisdom saving throw, which they can attempt once per turn. So, basically, I can make people rage.
Hell yeah.
Which means if I use it against the spellcaster, it ain't a spellcaster anymore.
And that's why
until
I'm
it saves.
Anything else from you, Solfege?
Don't think so. Not this turn. No, that's gonna be it for me this turn.
I also, I think I made all of the abilities are really cool, and I'm excited to make more racial abilities. But the one that I had the most fun making was Alejandro's. I don't. Have you read that yet, Flash? Your songs?
I had, yes. I thought the Caterwall cadenza was funny as hell. I'm totally looking forward to using that at some point. And then the Song of Guidance works out really nicely too.
Yeah.
Was that an added thing?
Yeah, the Song of Guidance.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody got an ancestral spell, or ancestral song, which is like specific to your race, and then you also got a folk song, which is like you can teach it to each other. When you hear performances during the campaign and people performing just folk songs, you can attempt to learn them on the fly by listening and trying to like repeat back what they do. There's going to be several opportunities throughout this campaign for you guys to gain additional features by learning songs from people.
Like a performance check to try and see if you can get it right, type of thing?
Yeah, so it's an intelligence or perception check for watching somebody perform that song, and then it is a performance check to try and attempt to do it yourself. And if you succeed both checks, then you are able to gain that feature.
Sweet.
Yeah. You can thank Adam for that one.
Thank you, Adam.
All right. So remote Winter Wolf is going to take dagger damage.
Yay.
How much dagger damage?
44.
44. It's dead. No.
What? What?
I'm sorry, what? So it takes 7 as this like rain of daggers comes down on it, and it rushes past, moving its movement back up onto the caravan. Actually, it's gonna be. Sorry, I want it. That'll actually work. 40 works fine, as it is going to. It runs up beside the caravan, and you can just catch it out the window, Poppy, as you watch it breathe in, and as it's starting to breathe out, you see that frost is coming with its breath out, as it uses a cold breath.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
15 feet, it's gonna get for you. Give me a second, because I can actually request the roll here. Oh, does it get all 5 of you? It does get all 5 of you. Excellent. That's what I wanted.
I do not consent.
12. Show the DC. It is a dex save.
And if he needs it, Alejandro still has the bardic inspiration from me.
There we go. You can click the dice inside the chat there, and it will roll, and it'll give you like the additional options you need for rolling. Okay. Cold breath. If you... so it's 48 damage. If you failed the roll, it's 25 cold damage, and if you succeeded on the roll, it's half of that. So 12.
Oh. Thankfully, you had your temporary hit points.
Yeah, had is an apt word.
Well, that hurt.
Yes, it just breathes this, like, stinging frost into the caravan. Oh, nat 20 on your concentration check. Oh, it's beautiful.
Where are we in the combat? Oh, yes. Goody.
Cressida. Cressida's turn. She turns back to see, like, everybody get frosted inside. She is going to roll her animal handling check.
Baby, it's cold outside.
However, she is going to attempt to also cast a spell, so she's going to roll this with disadvantage. $13 is still good. Back, so it's gonna stay in step. Corners are hard, guys. Sure, they're on top of each other. It was a sharp ass turn.
Ah! Wide turn. It is probably fishtailing.
Yeah, 100%. But with that 13, everybody is not like flying against the wall like last time. Thankfully. Grand Theft Icewind Dale, pretty much. Everybody's still in the caravan there.
And Town's Drift.
Yep. Cressida, as she is like, she like wraps the reins around her one arm and like yanks it hard so the cats fishtail the caravan around. And as she does, she reaches out with the other hand, and she is going to cast A good old fireball. So these two need to make a dexterity saving throw. That's a fail. That's a fail. Jesus Christ. You watch as this fireball rains down, fucking drops and explodes on this white wolf. And like it explodes on the white wolf, and you watch as some of its fur starts to like sear away, and you can see the skin underneath. It's hurt, but it's still like bounding and moving. But the wolf behind it just like is gone. Like it's just dust. Oh no! Oopsie. Okay, this wolf is now, it's gotta go back into the initiative. Because I accidentally deleted it. But I believe it was at the bottom for the initiative. It was one of the last ones.
It was. It was at the bottom of the initiative.
Yeah. So it's like... No, not that much. Oh my god, no. There we
It's fine. Keep going.
go. Okay, you're still concentrating on that spell there. Yeah, Cressida just tosses a fireball over. Manages to keep the caravan right. Dino, you are like covered in a sheet of thin ice from this frost breath, and aren't feeling too hot.
Yeah, I'm not doing too good. I'm gonna. I'm gonna fairy fire down here, like right in like the cart here. Start playing the song.
Nice.
Give him a light show.
Fairy fire.
Or can I move it down like to where he is actually, like the 60 feet, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Just drop it right on top of him.
Yeah, it'd be like blocking the trail.
Is this one of those, if we make it off the map, where...
Safe.
Gotcha.
Or
Yep.
we'll see. Maybe I just kill y'all off in session 1.
Stranger things have happened. I'm just curious
That's
about the
true.
whole...
That's true. It's very true.
Suddenly we're another traveling musician.
Don't
troupe
give him
heading
any
down.
ideas.
Oh, there's
That's
a much
my-
longer... There's a
So
much
metal
longer...
band next time.
My turn.
I was zoomed in. I didn't realize we're only a third of the way there, so okay.
Sorry, this needs to make a deck save. It makes the deck save. It is not painted with color. Alejandro.
Is the remote winter wolf fairy fired?
Is the remote winter wolf fairy fired?
Is that what it was? Is that what was being cast?
That's what was. Yeah, that was cast in that spot.
Did he fail it?
He did. Or no, he succeeded. He succeeded with a 13.
Okay. It's important for the combat roll. I shall roll the hand crossbow attack again. 16 at remote, the closest one.
16 at
16 like
remote.
this.
It's on private, but I believe
Oh.
you.
I'm sorry, I forgot to put that back on public roll.
That's
I apologize.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage, because that does hit.
Being mysterious.
I
Being
totally forgot to put it back.
suspicious.
Oh, there you go.
7
Poof.
damage.
Back onto the it's back in. I can reveal it to everyone. There it is.
Yeah, there you go. You hit again. Your bolts fly true as you are firing them at these wolves. And this one like lands. You watch it like land in its ear canal.
Okay. So after that hit, I'm gonna stow the hand crossbow back in the holster that I have for it, and I'm gonna pull the electric guitar around and get my fingers ready for the next round.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I did not do. Sorry. One other thing took damage on that ice attack.
The caravan.
The caravan.
The wagon.
It was 17. Crass Wolf is asleep, and nothing has tried to wake them up yet. Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy will curse at her shadow again and say, "Come on, be useful!" And her shadow will slither out from her over to Dino and kind of pops up in front of him and slaps a band-aid on his forehead. And I cast Healing Word.
Nice.
Like breaks the ice off. Thank you.
I wish it would just roll. Oh, I need to click again. Okay. Woohoo! So 8.
Nice.
And then I will turn to the wolf that is following us, the remote winter wolf. And I'll say, "You know, the hair on the back of my Marvin was more impressive than your ugly coat." I'll cast Vicious Mockery.
Yes. The insults are being hurled today.
So... Sorry, I'm a bit incompetent still with the...
No, not at all.
There we go.
It's
So
session
14.
1. That is a fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Its feelings are very hurt.
Good. Stupid wolf. And that's
It
my turn.
takes 3 emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh, and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll. That's good to note as well. Gino.
Hey, whoa, I'm gonna sing a real shitty song, and I'm gonna play all my instruments at once, and it's gonna be so terrible. This wolf over here is hopefully gonna go blind.
What the fuck? You just like start playing a bunch of instruments, just noise, just noise, and somehow, like, so you start like blasting this noise at it, and you watch as like this like visible wave of just sound flies at it, and it starts howling in pain. As like its eyes close up and like it's trying to like cover its ears with its paws. As you blind it? Is it a choice of blind or deaf, or is it just both? Like, do we have a Helen Keller situation going on right now?
Sorry. Yeah, it's my choice. I choose blind.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it can repeat the save at the end of its turn.
Thought you turned Winterwolf into a pinball wizard.
And that's me. Whoa, hey, whoa.
Remote Winterwolf, now blinded, is going to start to sniff the air to see if it can root you out.
I hope you all showered when we took the last long rest.
That is a
I did not.
22 smell perception. It gets up beside the wagon and it is going to try and bite the first one it can get to, which is Poppy.
Disadvantage because he's blind?
Yep.
Awesome.
Bad dog.
Yes.
Yes.
9's a miss, so like its jaws just snap in front of you as it pulls back.
I slap it on the nose. Bad dog!
No! Back at the top of the order, Uppity is asleep. Decreasing Winterwolf, it's going to start to run. It is going to take its action to howl, to wake these wolves up. Is it when it runs through the dancing lights, or just when you cast it on it that it has to make the save?
It has to be within the. It has to be within it when it's cast. Once it's cast, it's either it hits whatever it's in the whatever's in the square, or that's it.
Beautiful.
It's
Solfedge.
Solfedge. Well, I don't like the fact that he woke up my sleepy boys. And things are a little rough right now, so I'm going to start off my turn by doing some glamorous shit. He's going to pull out this very finely made gilded violin and start playing a rendition of a very familiar tune, Three Blind Mice. At the Decreasing Winterwolf, and I need a what kind of save is this? Because I'm spending some charges from my fancy ass magic violin to cast. Oh,
What?
Polymorph on Decreasing Winterwolf.
Okay.
So yeah, DC 15.
That's a nat 20.
Silvery
shit.
barbs.
Silvery barbs, that shit.
Oh,
Somebody.
shit. Okay.
I got you. No. Just pound on my drum even harder.
That fails with 14.
Fantastic.
Hell
It is
yeah.
now a rat.
Nice.
It has been polymorphed into a rat.
Hold on 1 second. Let me find a rat. Crazy. It is now a rat.
And after that, with a little extra fanfare, with my bonus action, you see like flashing, shiny, like epic, like stage lighting appear, illuminating, Solfedge briefly. You're not sure where it's coming from, but it's there. As I use Mantle of Inspiration, expending a bardic inspiration to give 4 of you, so all the party members except me, 5 temporary hit points.
That's huge.
And if you want to move somewhere else in the carriage, you can use your reaction to move up to your movement speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Do you know we'll move the fuck away from this wolf? That's for sure.
Yeah.
I can't move. It's not my turn, but I'd move.
Oh, hold on. Free movement is on. You're good.
Thank you, sir. Do a little tuck and roll between me and Dino. Oh, wait.
and then that will end my turn.
Beautiful. Alejandro, don't forget to apply your temporary hit points.
How many was it?
5?
5. Yeah. Yeah, because I could do up to 4 targets that I can see.
Cressida. Oh. Cressida fails her animal handling check. By a lot. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Oh, you want these to be high? Yeah, okay, cool. Cressida lets go of the rein, and like it like unravels from her arm. You watch as she like kind of falls back. The reins hook on, like just like catch on like a piece of the front. Like it's not meant to be there, but it like thankfully catches on there. The cats are smart enough to go on their own, but they're not being urged forward to like go fast. So they move like 10 feet forward in like a slower like crawl. And the caravan lurches forward here. And that's the whole turn for her. Dino.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word level Deuce on Solfege.
Okay.
You got my back, you got my skin, I got your back,
Hit
thick and
points.
thin.
I'll take it.
Playing a little jig. Oh, hey, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Much appreciated, good man? Question mark?
Gotcha.
Okay. Alejandro.
Okay. They're still. So one of the wolves is gone then?
It's a rat right now.
Oh. It's. Oh.
He's a dirty, dirty rat.
So what happens if you attack those? Do they, like, return to their original form?
I think
Yeah.
once its polymorph form, runs out of its hit points, it returns to its normal form.
And any
I
excess damage carries over to it.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, so as I had said that I was going to pull out the electric guitar the last round, I am going to use that. Stop. Go. I'm going to use. I don't want to do that. That's not showing up like the way I want to. I'm going to use 4 charges for the shocking performance.
Okay.
I am also going to use. I'm doing this on targeting remote Winter Wolf.
Oh, hold on.
I'm
I need
also
to put those on your character sheet. There are little ability things for those.
so I can just hit them and cast them and all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm also going to use the. I've got three numbers, 3 rolls from my charm of prescience. I am going to, before you make the save roll for the spell, I'm going to apply the 5 that I rolled.
Okay.
Sorry. It's dark in here, and my daughter just snuck up on me. So I'm going to use the 5, which will be the base roll for its save throw, hoping that it will fail. And that would be the DC 15 Dex save for a lightning bolt, and I'll be ready whenever you are.
Yeah. Sorry. So, you should have in the innate spellcasting area in your spells, both
I got
of
it.
those abilities.
Yep. Boom, baby.
And that's on remote.
Yeah. It's my line thing jumped out there, but I don't know. I'm not used to using the templates yet, apparently.
That's
So yes, I'm just casting the lightning bolt at him as I'm still, standing atop the wagon, and I have had enough of his. I have had enough of this cold-breathing wolves. This land is already cold enough. I need no more of it.
It fails.
All right, so roll the damage. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all.
34.
34 lightning
Pretty
damage.
solid.
Yep, pretty solid.
Yeah, this thing
Alright.
is hurting.
Okay, and I think that'll do it. So I will pass the turn.
Crass Wolf is awake.
Gonna have to double move a lot to
Yes,
catch up.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see if it's smart. It runs through the blades. Oh, that's too much. That's too much.
Good wolf.
This would have been 20, and then 10, and then yes. And that's 8 damage. Oh my god. You watch as it just gets, like, shredded as it runs through, and, like, as it gets to, like, close to this rat, it's just like, like, it looks like it's about to collapse. Poppy, it is your turn.
Yeah, I have a question. I was wondering, since it takes an action to use my tail to do the attack, can I ready that with an action?
Yeah, because it's part of a melee attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume that this remote wolf will follow us again and come within melee, so I will ready my Tale of the Renowned Duelist. Like, pull out my walking stick. It's my rapier, but, potato, potato.
Yep.
And, like, I stand ready, hold it like a baseball bat. And that's my turn.
Perfect. Gino.
I'm going to just pound on all my instruments a whole bunch more and dissonant whispers remote once again. That is a DC 17 wisdom save.
Okay.
I just don't know how to speak.
That's a fail.
Oh. So that's 3d6 psychic. And he has to run away from me. Get out of here, stupid wolf.
It is like blind. It's like bleeding now out of its eyes and its nose. Runs 50 feet away. Anything else, Gino?
No, that's me.
We need a smell-based perception check. Manages to sniff you out still.
So you smell a tasty, tasty rat?
Gets within range. Poppy, that pops you off there for your melee spell attack.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. I have advantage, not disadvantage.
Mhm.
So 17 plus whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll definitely hit. So it'll be force damage equal to 2 rolls of your Bardic Inspiration die, so 2d6 plus your Charisma mod.
Okay, it's 7 plus 4 is 11 force damage.
Yeah, how do you kill this white wolf?
Yeah, she's standing there kind of ready to take a swing, but as this thing is coming, totally uncoordinated because it's blind and totally roughed up, she kind of just like changes her grip, and through like the hole, she kind of just holds the walking stick through the window, and as this thing comes up, she just rams it through and into like straight into its head.
Yeah, just right through its eye into its skull.
Yeah, just bam.
You
Yeah.
feel like it pierce and like get into like the squish of the brain as it pierces through its brain, and as you pull out, there's like just that little bit of gray matter on the end of your walking stick as this thing just drops, just collapses. It's dead.
Ugh, disgusting.
Uppity wolf gets up, goes 30, and 30, and that's where it ends up. The fucking rat runs 20 feet, and that's its turn. Solfetch.
Alrighty. Let's see here. What do I got for spells? You know what? Some of these wolves are looking a little rough, so I'm going to Vicious Mockery the Crass Wolf a little bit. See if I can take him out. Saying, I don't know. It's like, I liked you better when you were sleeping. So, make me a save and throw, and hopefully I, nuts. Oh well.
Dirty 20.
Oh well, that didn't do anything really then. So, I don't have any bonus actions I want to use this turn, so I think that'll just be it. Unfortunate failed attack.
Cress is just gonna focus on her animal handling here. And gets the cats back on track. Tosses some fish way forward or something like that. Gets them going. Do. Okay, and that's Cressida's turn. Dino. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Dino.
So they're like still frozen a little bit. Perception. Like scared, I'm looking out the back.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
looking.
are they all gone?
You're looking at the back. You just barely clock the rat that's slowly like running and scurrying up. But kind of like lose sight of the wolves behind this like set of trees. And don't see much else.
This rat. I'm gonna start playing a tune. I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on Gino.
Okay, Gino gets a bardic. You let him know when he comes back.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Hey, whoa, hey! That's my action. I'm gonna put him down or throw him. Yeah, you take the lead on this one. I'm gonna like blend into the card a little bit
Okay.
for my action.
Nobody can see me. Please don't see me.
I'll take the background for this one. You still hear me, but I'm like, whoa, I'm like blending in. Like looking like a chair or something.
Alejandro,
That's my turn.
roll a perception check for me.
I will do that.
14 is better. You peer out ahead of the cart, in like the path that the cart is traveling, to see that there is a fallen tree that is across the path that you are moving into.
I will immediately shout out, Cressida, slow down. There is a tree in the path ahead.
She kind of turns and looks. She says, "Noted, thank you."
And I will grab a hold of the cart in some way, shape, or form. I need to attach straps or something to the cart that I can hold on to and swing from in a swashbuckling fashion.
Anything else from you?
Is there? I mean, there's really nobody within range right now, is there?
I mean, with a crossbow, you could probably hit the wolves.
Eh,
Maybe not behind the trees.
I tell you what I will do. I will stow the electric guitar for the moment. I will withdraw the hand crossbow, and I will hold an action for an attack should one of the wolves, not the rat, one of the little wolves appear around the bend within eyesight before we, round the corner at the next curve.
Okay.
So if they cross into my sight in straight cleared sight line, I shall loose a shot. If I do not, then it'll be next turn. So
Okay.
we're good with that?
Yep.
I will pass the turn.
Crass wolf. You're probably gonna get your chance right now because it's still bounding after you. They've got a 3 intelligence. Hold on, I need to make a check here. Oh, these wolves are dumb, and now this thing is not a wolf; it's a rat. It's not gonna do an attack yet, but this thing is sniffing at the rat. It stops and is sniffing at the rat very curiously. So it is distracted by the rat this turn. We'll decide whether or not it decides to try and eat it next turn, but that kind of takes it out of the fight for this round. Poppy.
Yeah, I probably see this happening, right? Maybe not the rat, but I see that the wolf stops.
Yeah, you see that the one of the smaller wolves stop.
And I will seize the chance to hopefully kill it. I yell down from the wagon, "What? You getting tired?" And I'll cast Vicious Mockery.
Nice.
So DC 14.
Are you within range?
I think I'm exactly within range. Whoops. 60.
Oh, just exactly. My goodness. Excellent. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Which it fails. Go ahead and
Yes.
roll some damage.
Very good, very good. 3 psychic damage.
This thing stops, goes to sniff at this rat, and you watch as, once again, like, just this gory scene as you, like, you insult it, and its eyes start to bleed, and the nose starts to bleed, and you watch as, like, its mouth starts to foam up, as its brain just kind of, like, breaks inside of it, and it collapses and falls over as well.
So the grandma is a lot more murderous than I thought, honestly.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, I would probably turn around to Gino. How you holding up? And my shadow is like behind him, is like trying to rub his shoulders like a boxing champion, you know? And I will give him a little healing word as well.
Nice.
Whoa! I broke both legs, and a wolfie.
7.
Heck yeah.
And that is my turn.
Gino.
I'm pretty far away from that guy. I don't really have huge amounts of things. Can I hold a vicious mockery if that wolf gets closer to us, like within range for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Then that is what I'll do.
Uppity. So it comes. Gets here. It starts to like howl, looking at its like its companion's dead. It will get within vicious mockery range, I believe.
Oh. So that's DC 17 wisdom save. Come on, that sweet 1d4 damage coming through. Yes.
Yep.
Ah.
This thing, it's all it looks like it's on its last leg, but it is not quite out yet.
You need to put more venom into it, you know, when you insult them.
Oh, whoa. My music isn't in it. It's very good. Music of my homeland.
Solfedge.
Oh, let's see here. What do I got? It's so close to dead. You know, I'm gonna take out my rapier and ready in action. If it gets close enough to stab, I'm gonna stab it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna ready that for now.
Cressida. Cressida brings these two around. Once again, a fairly tight whiptail turn around this narrow cliff's edge. And yeah, sorry, you're Alejandro, you're up on the roof, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll put you up there. There we go. So this down tree is coming up ahead. She has used her action to steer them and start to get them. She does start to pull the reins and start to slow down on the cart, but like not at a full stop right now. as she's just like not sure what else is still coming up behind us. Or
Did I have a shot at Uppity Wolf with my held action for, crossbow?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna pop that. Take a chance. I'm gonna miss. It's okay. Quite all right. Would hate not to use it. Okay.
Wait, hold on. What does? Let me look at her for a second.
Oh. I have a bardic inspiration, don't I? Well, can I? I can't.
Yeah. If you want to use your bardic, as well.
Can I get to add that to my attack rolls?
Yes.
Or if you can, yeah.
I know that. I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Let me look.
Oh, I know it is. Okay. Would a 14 have hit the wolf?
Yes, it would.
The
Have.
wolf? Ooh. Ha-ha!
Yeah. This bolt hits like right through its eye. It is also just done.
Oh. All right. And now back to Cressida. Whatever Cressida was doing.
Which she had nothing else that she could do. But like steer the cats. Dino, it doesn't seem like there's anything following right now, but there is this like down tree up ahead. The cart is still moving, but it is slowing down.
Is it a large, like, you were saying it was like a large, medium?
Yeah, it's like
Size of it?
a full size like down tree.
I'll just see like my head poke out a little bit, and can I try to cast enlarge and reduce on the tree? Try to like shrink it down. Maybe just keep rolling over it, like.
Enlarge, reduce. Ooh, I like ye.
What's the range? 30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh, it's 65 feet. I mean, we were coming up to it, right? Like, we were
Yeah,
slowing down. Let's see, when we approach the 30-foot marks, when we get to here or whenever, I'll cast that.
Okay, she's starting to slow down, so the pace will slow. Like they're going only like 20 feet now on her next turn. You can hold the enlarge reduce for on your when the cart moves before your next turn to cast it. But if you're holding the spell, you use the spell slot.
Yeah, for sure. I'll shrink it down, Cressida.
Please do very quickly.
Keep rolling on through it. And then I'll bardic inspire Alejandro.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Alejandro.
Uh-huh. I mean, do we have anybody still? Is the rat is still chasing us?
The rat is still chasing you.
I'm not even sure I can see the rat that far away. I mean, he's very tiny. But I turn and look ahead, and I see this tree limb down. Are we gonna have to find a way to move this thing? I'm guessing.
Well, Dino said that he's going to shrink it with enlarge reduce when we get within range of it.
Is that going to be enough to clear it? Would I know that?
Go ahead and give me a.
Did I hear? I guess the question is, did I hear that plan?
Yeah, I think he yelled it out.
Okay.
We camouflage, but yeah, I'd be yelling out like, "I'm gonna shrink it down!" Like,
So that'd be like a Arcana check, maybe to.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Looking at the size of the tree, the logic seems sound.
That he'll be able to shrink it enough that we can just kind of
Just
bump over it and keep going.
yeah.
Okay then. Well then. Does he have to do anything special for that?
Dino.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to pass the action and pass my turn. I'm going to do this.
Song of Guidance.
I am going to pull the electric guitar back out, and I'm going to start strumming an inspirational chase scene tune. I was thinking like the opening lines to Crazy on You.
Yeah.
That is what popped into my head right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I start strumming it, and I'm giving that to Cressida because I want her, as she's driving over I want her to be able to maintain control. I'm assuming there'll probably be a check for her to pass over that
Yes.
log. So that's who I'm giving the guidance to.
Perfect. So she'll
And
roll D4 on
pass
the
it
roll.
on.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Crasswolf is no longer in the initiative because Crasswolf is dead.
I don't know if she still has my bardic inspiration dice or not, but
Poppy, that's you.
Yeah, I had the exact same thought. That's probably a check. If she doesn't have a bardic inspiration, I will give her one.
Okay.
So my shadow like slithers over to her, kind of sits behind her, reaches around her, holds the reins with her. And yeah, I'll give her bardic, and I don't think other than that, maybe for my action, I will hold on to something really tightly. Like I
I like
grab
that.
a mounted thing and like hold on to it.
Yep.
Something like that.
There's kind of like a pole that in the center that kind of bridges things that you guys can kind of like hold on to as well to brace yourselves.
Yeah. So I will do that for my action, and that's my turn.
Beautiful. Gino.
Can I help like with the animals at all?
How would you like to help with the animals?
I will play you the song of my people. And start playing for the cats as like a marching song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of giving them general encouragement.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe Crest getting some general encouragement as well.
Okay. I mean, she's already getting advantage. She's already got a bardic, and she has already got guidance on her. So she's definitely got lots of advantages to her rolls.
Can I roll a performance to try to lower the DC for what she has to roll?
I'll allow that. I like that.
Oh yeah.
One-man band over here is going to lower the DC by
Hell
being
yes.
even more inspiring in the front. Getting a one-man band jam going on.
Hell yeah.
Winter Wolf Rat. It's going to use its action to dash. Solfedge.
Oh, let's see here. Decisions. Let me think here. The rat's just kind of chilling along. But anything that I could help with Cressida's check? Not really. Yeah, I'm just gonna brace myself as well. Hold on tight and wait and see if we get past this this tree okay once it's shrunk. Because getting smashed around in this carriage is not good for my health.
No.
Of which I don't have a terrible amount of. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to that pole nice and tight and just, you know,
Okay.
and hope for the best.
For this first check, this is just for her to judge the distance she needs to keep the cats for the spell to go off. This is not going to be the roll for her to go over because they can only go 40 feet. So she's going to save the bardic and the guidance for the following roll. Okay, so she ushers the cats forward. They get there just shy of that tree. Your enlarge reduce goes off and makes it small. Like in between of that, you guys know what's up. Just like dragging over like that. Okay. So you enlarge, reduce the tree. The tree gets shrunk. Everybody's in the back, just like holding on for dear life. That is her turn. So there's now like a medium-sized tree crossing the path. Again, that next roll, she's going to use her additions on that roll to make sure that she can get over without completely knocking over the cart in the process. You'll have one more round to be able to do something before then. Alejandro, are you doing anything else to prepare?
I've already done Song of Guidance. I don't. I will prepare by holding on
Very
tightly.
Smart. Very smart.
Since I am on top, since I'm on top, I will stow the guitar now that I've played the inspirational tune. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
And yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that's
Poppy.
I will whisper a prayer to Tamora.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm holding on for dear life. And I'm just kind of humming this traveler's chanty that I sung earlier because it lasts for an hour, so that will also help us with any checks we have to make. And basically, I just get everybody jiggly that they're ready to dodge and whatnot. But yeah, otherwise I don't really do anything.
Okay, Gino.
I'd prepare to do like a acrobatics or a backflip to not be on the wagon at the moment of impact.
Okay.
My version of hanging on.
Yep. Do. Hold on 1 second, guys. Private number calling? I don't know why. Normally, if it's a private number, it's Ellie. Okay. So, did that... Yeah, that moved its 40 feet. You see that, like, you're starting to see the rat come into focus around the corner as it's, like, still running after the cart. Solfedge, are you doing anything else to prepare yourself before the attempt over this, log?
I got a bad feeling the rat's gonna get hit and turn back into a wolf. So I am actually gonna cast a thing. Well, actually, what am I? am I concentrating on right now?
The polymorph spell.
Is that that's a
Yeah.
Oh, that is a concentration. Oh, never mind. I am not going to do the thing I was going to do then. So I forgot that was a concentration spell. Yeah, just gonna hold on and hope for the best. Nothing new.
Can I help you?
Perhaps.
Can I be a
What?
nice DM and give you you can still cast non-concentration spells and you still have command.
Oh, I know. True. I could just tell it to go away. And for a round, it would do that.
Or you could just hold on for
You know
dear
what?
life and let it play out.
You know what? I'll use a different spell.
I like
Because,
it.
effectively it's got like a hit point right now. So Nighty Night Rat.
Let's fucking go.
Rat's gonna have a little nappy nap.
Was there a sleep one? Or did we use something else because sleep did not exist?
And just out of curiosity to see what I'd roll.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, this,
Like he's a rat. He's got like a hit point.
That rat's in a coma.
yeah,
At least for the next 10 rounds anyway.
it just stops moving. I'm going to end combat there. Because it's done. It's fucking done. However, we're going to resolve this roll. So Cressida rolls her animal handling with advantage, which is great. What she is going to roll after that now is a... Why isn't it already on here? Show traits, please. Tool proficiencies. Land vehicles. She gets 1d4 plus 1d6. $26. She urges the cats forward. They leap over this thing, and as they do, you watch as she like waves her hand, and it looks like a mage hand appears underneath the caravan and scoops it in a way that it kind of gives it just like a bridge to go over this small log, and you kind of feel like just that little like bump as it rolls over the mage hand. With that, we're going to leave this map. You are able to freely get to the top of the mountain and come down into the clearing that leads into 10 Trail. And here you find yourselves on the main map. There's Cress's caravan right there.
It's all black.
It's all black.
We don't have
Yeah.
vision on the token, I think, of the caravan.
Oh, I don't like that. Let's fix it. There we go. How about now?
There we go.
Perfect. The caravan is essentially your like moving character token around here, like your group token. You received with the invitation a fairly rough map that gave a little bit of information on each of the 10 towns in 10 towns, as well as showed you their location. So you can see them on the map here. You can actually double click those to be able to bring up a little journal tab that provides you with additional information. You can also create your own notes within these particular tabs. So if you need to add any notes, if you want to add any notes into like the main one, or if you want to create like a little player's notes tab on the side, you're welcome to do that for each of these locations. Cressida, as you've like pulled up onto the path to 10 trails, gets them to go like a good 6 miles before she kind of pulls off to the side into this forested clearing and says, I think we should all take a little bit of time to heal and rest before we plan our next steps. Is everyone okay? She like looks back and for the first time sees everybody's kind of like banged up and is just like,
I'm a little cold. We should have brought some scarves. Some mittens.
She nods. She says, "Well, stay in the caravan for now until I get the wards and everything set up, and we'll get a fire set up and kind of sit down and make a game plan, I guess, to decide where we go from here to get to Tremelaine." She starts like casting different spells on the caravan and the surrounding area, including like a tiny hut spell that kind of envelopes the caravan in a little bit of like the outside, and like starts doing like a throwing up like a ward spell, like a hallow spell. It takes her a little bit of time, but just things to protect the surrounding area and to protect the cart. As we kind of get into this like little bit of a rest period, we'll call it just as a long rest, so you can long rest your characters as everybody chills out. And if anybody wants to use songs or abilities or anything like that, do so before the long rest, so it will replenish.
What exactly do you mean by do songs?
Like perform. So some of your songs, like for instance, like Poppy's ancestral song, is a song based around rest. Like she creates a mini heroes feast.
Okay, I see.
But it only lasts 8 hours, so I have to do it after the long rest.
You would do
no?
it after. Yes. I might need to. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time.
Yeah.
I'll use the song of rest.
I mean, I guess I could do it now, and I could do it again at breakfast because I get it back. So I can do that. Like I do it before the long rest and then after. So like, I'm making dinner.
Yeah.
And I take out an instrument. So basically blow into my bagpipes to do a little music, and this massive feast appears. So that will give us 1d12 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Way more.
And you have
food.
advantage on con saving throws for the next 8 hours.
Is that this Heroes Feast? Is that what was that?
That's
Then
the
this-
the aria of bounty that I
Okay.
have. It's my ancestral song.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
I can use the Hearthfile Mantle to get a fire started if we need it.
Excellent. And as you're getting it into that, we'll kind of talk about. We'll do like a little bit of a kind of a discussion over what happens over that 8 hours as you're resting and kind of getting your bearings. But why don't we take a break here? Refill your drinks, use the washroom, do all that fun stuff. We'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. When everybody's back at their seats, and we will do kind of like planning for next steps, so that I can prep for what's going to happen next for you guys, depending on where you decide to go. But we'll get into that shortly. Everybody enjoy your break, and we will be back.
Dope.
did.
I didn't know I have so much animal cruelty in me.
Yeah, I've got very little actual damaging. So vicious mockery is about it. We're all like crowd control.
I picked one other. Yeah, I picked one other. Also for crowd control, maybe is thunder. I think I picked. Just if I have to get stuff away from you,
Thunderwave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Just in case, you know, I'm not a big melee fighter. You ever really get swarmed?
Yeah, I went with more crowd control because I feel it fits the vibe of this character as a glamour bard and the damage spells.
Yeah, we have college. We have like college of swords and stuff.
Yeah, we've got more damaging. I figured I go with more control type things than, you know, getting out of combat. My physical stats are absolute garbage.
Mine too. Mine are so bad too. But I also feel like that's way more dangerous, right? All the crowd control, because you can really just block stuff completely out.
And I'm a goblin, so I've got the racial feature for the goblins, nimble escape. So as a bonus action, I can kind of do the rogue thing and disengage or hide as a bonus action. So if stuff gets up close to me, I can be like, nope, disengage, run away. Don't worry about the attacks of opportunity.
I can run through enemies.
Oh yeah, you're a halfway.
Yeah, the medium I can like. I haven't played a halfling in like 8 years. But I remember that was super fun, always like skedaddling around enemies, moving through their space, just because.
Yeah, all my stuff is basically control, or I've got healing word, obviously, because, you know, that's too good not to have.
Honestly, the strategic use of healing word with that combat was wonderful. I think like as a whole, like I'm very impressed with how you handled that encounter as a group.
Mm-hmm.
That was went really well, I have to say.
Yeah, I got a little close there when I was down to like 2 hit points at one point.
That ice breath, and I mean, if both of them have been able to get close enough together to do advantage attacks, or both do ice breaths at like like one after another in the caravan, you guys would.
Oh,
have
if they
had
did them,
a bad
if they did them
time.
one after the other, I would have been dead.
Yeah.
I think all of us would have been.
Well,
I mean,
I have 15 hit points.
yeah, I have a lot of HP. I think we already established, like compared to the rest, but even I would have been down.
Yeah,
Like,
well, for Poppy, it's like having like the rings of a tree.
yeah, she's old. She's like, it's like a tough flesh.
Yeah.
It's like all is like.
Poppy's been through some shit in her years.
Poppy's got onion layers.
Exactly.
Poppy's actually like a level 20 adventurer that like decided to give up her powers and start off as a bard again.
I mean, that would be funny. We have that in a campaign that I'm running. There's one guy. He's bringing his kid every 2 weeks because they have split custody. Like he's not together with the mother anymore, and the son is 16, and he really likes D&D. So every 2 weeks when he's with his dad, he comes and play with us. So they're like in a really remote location in the middle of the jungle. So I have to come up with shit why, for some reason, the character appears and disappears, and we have like this running joke that he's secretly a god that just kind of pops in, just to have some fun, and then he pisses off again.
Those are my kinds of gods. Just show up when they want, like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. On the like idea of like the old experienced character going back to low level, it reminds me of a prompt I read about a potential campaign where it's like all the characters start at level 20, and then for whatever reason there's like something that's depowering them through the campaign, so instead of leveling up as the campaign goes on, they level down.
Like a Benjamin Button syndrome.
Like a Benjamin Button sort of campaign. So you're continuously deciding what class features and spells you want to lose as your character gets progressively weaker. Oh. And then the last boss is like a group of like random fucking kobolds or something.
That would be a fun campaign. Honestly.
Hey, because, yeah, that's actually not so stupid, because you're losing abilities, you're not losing items. And at level 20, like... Yeah. First of all, if you're level 20, you probably have a lot of items, and you just have to be smart, and while you're in the higher levels, you just go raid these freaking dragon layers. You really stock up on shit, and then as you go progressively weaker, you're just the gadget man. You're Batman, basically.
It's the pursuit for infinite wealth instead, so that you can just like have a kingdom of your own by the time you're level 1.
Yeah.
Right.
We're just waiting
on. I thought about running a one-shot that was like, you're level 1, but you can have any item you want. Like, no limit. Whatever the fuck items you want. You want 100 magic missile wands? Take them. And just see what people build.
Oh my god, no. Absolutely not.
Like, you find some obscure item in some book somewhere that's really overpowered? Sure. Fear of Annihilation? Sure. Heck of many things? Sure.
Just a ring of 3 wishes on every finger on both hands.
All yours, man.
But wish is like such a dangerous spell. I have 2 people that can cast wish in another campaign. I'm running too much stuff, but and it's actually really dangerous. I mean, people are always like, yeah, stuff is so overpowered, and of course wish is overpowered. Like it still is overpowered. But if they cast that before a boss fight, they're like crippled for the whole dungeon. Like it's really bad. Every time you cast a spell, you get damage, and what was it? Your strength or your con is like 3 basically, and so it's.
Yeah.
But there is a 25% chance that every time you cast it, you'll never be able to cast it again.
But that's only if you go outside of the bounds of the spell. If you just replicate another spell with it, or you
Yeah.
there's like a list in the spell. If you do one of those options, you're okay-ish. If you go out of the bounds of that list, like replicate a spell, or what was it, 25,000 gold, and or give resistance to everybody in the group for 8 hours or stuff like that. Like if you stay within that list, you're good. Otherwise, yeah, you have to roll.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I have it like specifically in the homebrew rules that they're replaced, because it's nice to be able to replicate those spells, but so much can go wrong that it shouldn't be a power that anyone can just attain. Like that's why it's like
Yeah.
it's reserved just to MacGuffins. It's like you know, if you fight this like huge boss battle and he has like a ring of 3 wishes with 1 wish left or something that, like, you know, is like an end of the campaign thing that you're striving for, or like close to the end of the campaign thing. It's got to be something that's like hunted or earned, or, you know, worth the risk.
I also
Yeah,
feel like, I mean, if you have the spell, that's one thing, but the Ring of 3 Wishes, I mean, there's items that are so much cooler, like on the same power level. Like when you get like a grimoire or something that increases your stats, that's so much cooler. Like you can use that all the time. If it's like for strength, you can use it in every attack and every athletics check. Like the freaking ring, it's like the spell 3 times. That's it.
That's it.
I-
Yeah.
There's way cooler items, I feel, like
I
that
just
are.
copied.
you can get way more broken shit than that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried in my Thursday game once there's a couple of my players, once they get to higher levels in the campaign that I'm running like a modified. Well, I'm running a 5th edition version of Rise of the Rune Lords from Pathfinder. I found a conversion guide online, so I'm running that campaign in 5e. But one of my players in particular, I'm kind of curious as to what he's gonna come out with shenanigan wise, because it's like, well, I'm sure most of you know Ken Hupp, but he's I've got him playing an illusionist wizard in my Thursday group.
That sounds
So-
dangerous.
Yeah, the stuff that he's gonna come up with at high levels, I'm just
Flash, what were you saying? And then we'll get back into the game.
I dropped something into the at the table chat. It is a 2nd edition magic item that I found in the Encyclopedia Magica years ago. It is ridiculously dumb. And it literally says at the very bottom, this sword was part of a contest to name the sword featured on the cover of Polyhedron Newzine 70. Never ever give this item to a player. It is included here solely for the sake of completeness. And it literally says that in the 2nd edition's Encyclopedia Magica.
Once a
And we
year,
found
the
it.
sword can. Jesus fucking Christ, that's disgusting.
It's a nuke. It's a nuke once a year, and it's
yeah.
just stupid. But there's like, yeah, we only put this in here because it's an item that was created and it was in one of our magazines for the sake of completeness, and that's it. Do not ever do this.
Yeah. I mean, even if you break a staff of the Magi, it doesn't do that much damage. That's
Yep.
insane.
20,000 points of damage.
Right?
What the-
Stupid.
What the hell?
So
Now you've seen an example of an entirely stupid magic item that you could break a campaign with.
Cressida, over a small period of time, casts a couple spells. Like I said, she does within the caravan itself, she does a tiny hut spell. So you guys are able to move in and out freely, but creatures can't get in. She also casts a hallow spell in the like caravan's area. It's a 60-foot sphere. While you're within that 60 feet range, you are not able to be frightened in that area. And she also puts up a wards and guards spell, so that there's detection. And all doors are magically locked. She sits down with everybody as Alejandro gets the fire started, and she says, "I knew I made the right choice when I was looking for adventurers, and looking for a band. We have braved, I think, the worst of the storm so far, but that doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet. We still need to get to Tremelaine. It looks like there's a few of the cities that are closer that we may want to stop in to get supplies and maybe some more food, because we can only rely on your ballads or on your music so much, Poppy.
Yeah, I mean, I can't play music all the time. 3 times a day is how much you should eat. Actually, you should eat 7 times a day, but like I look to the little guys, to Dino and Gino. Maybe 11. Anyways, I can't play that much music. My fingers will go wrinkly.
She chuckles and looks towards Dino and Gino, saying, "What?" Or I guess not Dino and Gino. She's actually going to look at Alejandro and say, "You seem to be very perceptive. What kind of insight do you have on where we might..."
A cat's eyes are very good.
I mean, what do you think would be the best next step for us?
Do we have that map?
Yeah,
Is that what we're
hold on.
asking?
Let me give you access to the map here. Toggle navigate. Oh no, I just got rid of it. Where is my Icewind Dale player map? Hold on a second.
I assume we are very much still in the woods.
Yeah, like once I can get the map back wherever it went.
I'm gonna smack Gino. You lost the map, Gino? Come on!
Alright,
throwing
guys,
up with my hands.
He wanted to
What do you
taste
mean
it,
you
didn't he?
lost the map?
Did you
What do you
try to taste the map?
When we were stumbling around in that carriage, I was like, "Hey, you hold on to this map."
Did I say
definitely
maybe
said
you
that.
follow the map?
There we
I
go.
don't believe you.
You can free.
Hey!
Start smacking each other.
You can now freely go back and forth between the caravan and the Icewind Dale map.
He lost 3 legs. You have to cut him some slack.
Oh, there's the map. I'll like pull off his leg, and it's the map. Unroll it from like the carapace. There you go,
All
Alejandro.
over. Hey, you son of a bitch.
So we're trying to get to Tremelaine. Okay.
Tremelaine, yeah.
Okay.
Or Tourmaline, yeah.
Tremelaine, yeah.
One of those T words, I don't know. Yeah, so between here, we've got, like, all the way up, basically, there are several spots. Dugan's Hole, Goodmead, Targos, Bryn Shander, Bremen, Caer Dineval, East Haven, Caer Konig. I think Lonely One's the only one that's not on the way.
Well, I feel like, to be perfectly honest, we should make as quickest time as we can possibly do to make it to Tourmaline. We do not want to get caught out in this cold weather for very long.
Well, that's part of the problem. The cold weather isn't the issue. We can brave the cold weather from within the cart, assuming that we don't get attacked between here and there. The bigger issue at hand is we're going to need to stop for supplies eventually. We're running out of things.
I see. Well, it would seem that Dugan's Hall may be the closest place that we can get to. It's always much shorter distance than the Bryn Shander, according to this. If this map is accurate, I think we should consider making for Dugan's Hole. The question I have is there a path, a trail that would get us to Dugan's Hole in a timely fashion, or should we stick to the road that appears to run straight to Bryn Shander?
Well, she kind of looks around. She's like, "What about all of you? What do you think?"
British Shander's more of on the straight and narrow. Dugan's closer.
What supplies are we running short of?
Food.
Yeah, we got 5 rations. I counted them. 5 times I can hold up 5 on all of my arms.
The bugs have been into the food supplies again, haven't they?
Whoa.
Not just the food supplies. Also, that wolf damaged a lot of our tools and materials that we use inside the caravan, even down to some of the materials that I use to make our costumes.
Cart's looking pretty banged up.
Well, it looks like that we still have a bit of forest area ahead. We could try to gather some wood for repairs, maybe hunt a little. We have some strapping young men here.
I kind of wildly gesture at this troop.
Yeah, Dino. Or Gino.
And maybe that will be enough to get us to Bryn Shander, then we don't have to take a detour to, well, we go to Tremorlane.
Did you
If
hear
not-
that, Dina? She called you strapping. You're strapping.
I think she's talking to you, Gino.
Get on with it. Start strapping.
No. It's hunting. You go hunt.
I've never hunted before.
I'll
Has
strap
any
for
of you
food.
hunted before?
Yeah, but I'll strap for food.
Is it safe for us to hunt in the woods? I mean, we just were chased by a bunch of wolves.
Oh, why didn't we eat the wolves?
What, you want to go back?
No.
It's 8 miles in this direction.
One was a little rat. Barely any meat on him.
Oh, well, it won't be a rat
Yes.
forever.
No, eventually, actually by now it's probably turned back into its usual frost-breathing self.
Well, how are the people here surviving? They must go hunting sometime, no?
If the rumors are true, some of them have access to fish.
Fish. Yeah. So fishing then. Sounds less dangerous, yeah. Is this like a stream here?
This is... It might be... I think it was a stream, but it's now just like a frozen... Like, all of it's frozen over. As far as I know, there is not much access to actual, like, running water anywhere around here because of the perpetual winter.
Yeah, they're probably down to, like, chipping out ice and heating it up over a fire to...
You know that in some places
Get
where,
drinking
like,
water.
fishing is a commodity, they're still, like, drilling holes and still able to get access to fish that way, but, like, it takes a lot more work to be able to catch fish than it used to be when it was actual, like, accessible lakes.
Yeah, makes sense.
From this map, do we get a sense that... Because, I mean, there is a straight line from Dugan's Hole to Tourmaline. The question is just if it's, like, accessible at all with the wagon. With the
caravan.
Yeah, with the caravan.
Yeah, because, like, you can clearly see what paths are, like, roads. Like, the one leading to Bryn Shander is a clear path. You think if you're like going off of that beaten path beside the river to get towards Dugan's Hole and up, it's probably going to be a harsher journey.
Mm.
You're gonna have to deal with a lot more like snow bluffs and like spots that aren't paths.
So if we go to Dugan's Hole, we'll have a rougher journey. But if we go to Bryn Shander, we have to hold out longer without resupplying, basically.
Yeah. It's,
Well, strapping
tough choice.
lads.
You
Where?
also know that
Where?
you still have time for signups. The tournament, the actual tournament, does not start for another month.
Mm.
I start looking around for like berries and stuff, like maybe animals, see if they're living in this kind of like area, like a nature check or something. See if any berries like lived through this harsh winter.
Trying to like forage for snowberries.
Yeah, or like anything edible around in this like little shrub around the caravan. You said it was like a domed area, right?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give me an investigation check? Or a survival. You find things that you think might be berries.
What do you think, Gino? I'll eat one if you eat one. I think these are good.
Well, yeah, let's eat. I eat one.
Okay.
I'll nibble one. Like taste testing it. Rocking the bear around in my hand if it's like a wine.
Okay. You both eat one of these berries. I need both of you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Good.
Hey, at least they got a bonus on that, right? I'm not wrong.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you have
you do get it.
advantage.
You do get advantage on your
advantage.
con saves.
Because I just fed you.
Delicious.
There you go.
Yeah, both of you. It's so they are clearly poison berries. Like you can taste it as soon as it touches your mouth. But you, especially with your advantage and with like just having like this nice, delicious meal that helps to kind of like cure poisons as it is, you manage to stave off the poison before it has a chance to make you sick.
My stomach feels weird. Maybe we should crush these before they eat some.
Maybe we should eat more.
We should eat more so they don't eat it, so they won't get sick. I'm gonna smack them. Gino, you're a genius. I'll start eating more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, after a period of time, regardless of like the cured poison effects on you, you still get poisoned for the remainder of the sleep until the long rest is done. You are just like fucking heaving berries.
Look, yeah, we didn't find nothing over there.
We're all covered in like berry juice.
Just dripping down the front of them.
I don't feel so good.
Nothing over there.
You look especially great today.
Oh my god.
It'd be yellow, not green.
Okay, so it sounds like the plan so far is stop in the more forested areas now that we've had a chance to rest. We're gonna move ahead to the forested areas and try and forage for supplies and then head straight to Bryn Shander.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually have a question.
Yeah.
The information on the towns, is that basically stuff that Cressida knows? Like, are we as the characters aware of that?
Yeah, so these are all. It came like when you got the invitation. It came with a like that crude map, as well as a little bit of information about each of the 10 towns, almost like a traveler's guide to 10 towns, and each of them had this little blurb of information for each spot.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, guys, I would say we probably shouldn't go to Duggan's Hall in the first place. Anyways, I don't like outsiders. And it's a very small settlement. Who knows if we can even resupply there? And
very
apparently the
small
people are very sick over there too, so... Now that I actually did some reading. It might not be the best route to go. So Bryn Shander might really be the better choice, even if it's farther away.
Does seem off the beaten path. We'll have to go through the pointing on the map, like through the woods or around them. Probably better just to go straight through.
I agree.
Feel like it would take us just as long to reach Dugan's Hall through the wilderness as it would to reach Bryn Shander by road.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. And, Dugan's Hole isn't exactly known for its friendliness and welcomeness, and with a motley crew like ours.
Some of us may be
They
attacked
might
on
not
sight. Maybe all of us.
Indeed. I do not like how our chances fare at Dugan's Hole. I think Bryn Shander would be the most
Poppy and Cressida would probably be okay, though.
be the most logical choice.
Yeah, as like Cressida turns into her old crone form, she's just like, yeah, we'll be fine. And slaps Poppy on the back.
I'm like, ouch.
I
Where
heard
do
her,
you get
I
that
heard her
strength?
back pop from here. Ouch.
And with a plan in mind, and having just come off of a crazy combat, that's probably where we will end session for tonight. When we are back at it next week, we will see what happens as you forage for some supplies in the forest ahead, and then head towards Bryn Shander. To everybody who tuned in, thank you so much. We very much appreciate it. Everybody's links for anybody who streams will be in the description below, if you're watching on YouTube. Other than that, we are back on Wednesday for more Tiny Punk 2077, so be sure to check us out. Also, Talking with Adam has a game on Monday. You're back just to like pirate shenanigans, right?
Yes, sir. Back to the land of the Lost Corsair.
Land of the Lost Corsair. And Kirby, your game is still going. You're doing Lost Mines of Phandelver Thursday nights.
Yep.
So be sure to check that out. We're working on Saturday. I think I've got a third confirmed player for Saturdays, which is it's promising. If I can get one more in the fold and have a four piece, and have four people running back through the crazy world of the cleaning crew, that would be wonderful. Other than that, I think that's it for now for us. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. I love every single one of you. Hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night, everyone.
Hey.
And